Hello guys, in this video I'm talking about the polyline in AutoCAD, and polyline is a very important line that is used in AutoCAD drawings. It helps in creating thick line on the drawing. When we need thick line to just distinguish from other elements, we can use polyline, right? Sometimes we use it to create like arrows and other variable thickness elements or arcs or many things on the drawing. So a polyline can be started, polyline command can be started by clicking on this button on the this flyer on the ribbon, or it can be just started by typing PL in the command line window. Okay, so I will type PL in command line window and hit enter. So polyline is started. It asks the first point, starting point. I can take any point. I can specify the point by using the coordinates of points, or I can also click anywhere on the screen to start the polyline. Okay, starting point, right? So I wanna click here. Here it is better, right? And then you see other options. After clicking at somewhere or giving the starting point, it asks further, like specify next point or arc or half width or length or undo or width. Okay, so width is an important option for the polyline. It controls the thickness of the line on a screen or while typing. For bigger line, like bigger drawings, big dimensional drawings like 10,000 mm or 20,000 mm, then the width of the polyline must be around like 100 200 mm, so that it can be visible, okay, clearly. But for a small drawing that is of limits 100 mm, 1 or 2 mm thickness is enough. So here I want to take the width by typing W, modify the width of the line. And it when I take uh, I selected the option width, it asks the starting width. Okay, and I can select a starting width from 0 to any number that I like, but here I want it 1 mm. 1 mm is enough, so I want is 1 mm. And it asks the ending width is also 1 mm is good for me here. So and then it asks the length, so I can type the length here or by options, or even I can click anywhere on the screen to give the length. Okay, so I click here, right here, and then here, and then here. You see, a thick line is constructed on the drawing plane, and its width is 1 mm. Okay, and you can see the corner is here uh, at 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree, but sometimes we need to make the corner round, like if we are drafting VRF systems and we have some kinds of copper pipes we are mentioning by these polylines, then it is better to make it round here. So I can use flat command from here, and I give the flat radius. Okay, flat radius I will give, and it is 0.00, so I want to make it 0.5 mm, half of the line width. Okay, so I type here and then select the object, first object, and then this one. You see, I will when it is color changes, then I will click. Okay, one object, and then second object. So you see, the corner has been rounded. Similarly, I can if I take 1 mm radius, then what will happen? Let us see. uh, fillet commands, and then radius, and then I will give the 1 mm thick radius for the fillet, and I will click here and I will click here. Now you see a round corner has been created on this end, right? It looks like a pipe. Okay, okay, then I can change its color, right? So this is one use of the one use of the polyline, right? Another use is sometimes we want to create an arrow, okay, arrowhead or arrow on the screen. So polyline can be used to create an arrow. Okay, I will start polyline again by clicking here. This time I here put it here, and then I want to start here, and then it is thickness is still 1 mm. Okay, and then if taking the second portion, and I want to make the initial width as 1 mm, starting width to be as 2.5 mm, 5 mm, and the ending width will be 0. Okay, and then you see here, if I draw it like here, and a nice arrow is created on the screen. Okay, here the is I just use the width command. Okay, and this can also be used sometimes to make uh, to make a diffuser on the drawing screen, diffuser. Okay, sometimes uh, we make diffusers like rectangular in shape. Suppose I have this rectangle, and then I want to offset it by 2 mm. Okay, so I will offset it by 2 mm, right? And then I will take again, and then I will take again. So this is already offset. By using offset I created it, and then I can take this one as copy, right? And then I can move it, copy and move. uh, I can copy and move by clicking here, and then this button, and then I will put it here. Okay, and then I will put it one here, and one here, and one here, and now I have to rotate these, but using the orthogonal commands I can rotate it by clicking here, or arrow command, take it this one, and enter, and then taking this point, and then this one, right? Similarly I will again repeat the command rotate, and then selecting this, enter, and taking this point and this. Similarly I will again come take the command rotate, and then click here, enter, and then I will take the center as this, rotate the center, and this. Now it looks like a diffuser. Okay, it looks like a diffuser, and I can move this to another place. This one I created as rectangle, but I can make, if I make it square, then it looks so awesome. Sometimes we need to calculate the area of a drawing. Okay, and area is complex, and we cannot calculate area easily by using the conventional mathematical formula. Then polyline comes in handy. We can use polyline to calculate the area of drawing. Like sometimes we need area to calculate the load according to some thumb rule. Okay, just for example, we take 2.5 cfm uh, per square feet for VRF system design, right? So we need to calculate the area, required area for using some thumb rule, right? So it is important to calculate area, and using spline we can calculate it easily. Suppose we have this figure here, and we want to calculate its area, so it is difficult to calculate manually. However, we can find it ultimately, but it is difficult, right? So but using spline we can calculate it very easily. Okay, enclosed area. So to start polyline, I click here on the ribbon, okay, and then start from here, this point, okay, polyline. Now I will choose the next point, then I choose this point, okay, then I choose this point, and then I choose this point, and then this point. And now if I need to take arc, I have to create arc so that it can overlap on the semicircle. So I will command like arc, a for arc, and then I will give the center, okay, center to this arc. So for center it is CE. In the blue you can see CE is there, so I will type CE and hit, and then specify the center point of arc. So I will take this hover on this circle, semicircle, and then take its center, and then it asks the next point end point is our this. And now if I have to go out of the this line command, so I will take L, type L, and hit enter, and now I am again on the line, and now I will click on the next point, and then I will close it by typing C. Okay, now the close. Now this is entire closed geometry. Earlier it was line, now this geometry is enclosed by polyline. And to get the area of enclosed area in this geometry, I can use list command, list, okay, and then I will select this entire geometry and then hit enter, and you see area is here. It is 55,542 square mm, okay. So in this way we can calculate area very easily, and this is very helpful. Also we can calculate the perimeter also, okay. It also shows the perimeter that can be used to find out the how much cable or something we need to move around this geometry, okay. And I hope this video might be helpful to you, and in the next video I will explain some more interesting points, interesting commands in AutoCAD, okay. And see you in the next video. Have a nice day.